I'm not a member of the good old boys club. So no, I don't have 107 sheriffs who want to be able to take black people off the streets, who want to be able to go without accountability. I don't believe every sheriff wants that, but I do know that we need a governor who believes in both defending law enforcement, but also defending the people of Georgia.
So that's Stacey Abrams making waves in that governor's race. Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House, knows the state as well as anyone, represented Georgia and a Fox News contributor. Now, sir, good morning to you. Some are suggesting she invoked the race clearly in that answer. How did you hear it?
Well, let me say, first of all, just for a moment, Calista and I both have Paul Pelosi in our prayers. He's always been nice to us, and it's terrible what's happened in San Francisco, and I just feel compelled following that report to just say that we should all keep Paul in our prayers and hope he recovers fully. Look, Stacey Abrams, and I tweeted about this. I'm working on a paper about the two wings of the Democratic Party, the weird wing and the insane wing. And she clearly is in the insane wing. I mean, does anybody really believe that there are sheriffs who get up every morning hoping to arrest blacks and take them off the street? This is a kind of wild hallucination. I don't think it's paranoia. I think it just tells you about this alternative universe that Stacey Abrams lives in that has no relationship to the real world. It's the same universe that got her to say she had never been defeated. It's the same universe that got her to say that they should move the All-Star game away from Atlanta, which of course hurt minority-owned small businesses, and it may have cost $100 million to small businesses in Atlanta. So this is sort of typical. As the left disintegrates, you know, you see them getting wilder and wilder in their comments. You have the governor of New York claiming that the red states have worse crime than the blue states, which is just plain, it's factually false. I mean, it's the kind of stuff where they can't tell the truth, they can't campaign on the issues, and they don't have much left.
Let me play a little clip of this. Crime's an issue for a lot of voters. It's quite clear it's showing up in all the polling. Here's Kathy Hochul on Sunday on CBS talking about crime.
These are master manipulators. They have this conspiracy going all across America to try and convince people that in democratic states they're not as safe. Well, guess what? They're also not only election deniers, they're data deniers. The safer places are the democratic states.
My apologies. That was MSNBC from over the weekend. Lee Zeldin told Dana and me yesterday that he needs to win. New York City, the borough is at 7-1 Democrats. That's what the registration shows. He needs at least 30% of New York City to have a shot at winning. I think the number he dropped on us yesterday was 35. So that's sort of the baseline to see whether or not he can win statewide. The obvious indicator there for people watching at home is that this is a really hard state to win because it has been deep, deep blue.
Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, if Zeldin wins, and I think he will, that is an amazing sign of how big the tsunami is going to be across the whole country. New York and California and Illinois are all three very tough states. Two of them now have close governor's races. Illinois, where the governor has signed, again, an insanely out of touch with reality bill to create no bail and put criminals back on the street, even though virtually every district attorney and every sheriff and every police chief has opposed it. They don't seem to be able to learn anything. And in New York City, the question is, how many people have to die in the subways? How many cars have to be carjacked? How many people have to be randomly shot for it to matter? You know, the governor has all these comments on Sunday. Look at the shootings and the murders in Chicago this weekend alone. I think it was a 3-year-old, a 14-year-old, and an 11-year-old were shot this weekend in Chicago. Now, if you're a normal, rational person, you know that the cities run by Democrats are the most dangerous cities in America, and that's just a fact. And we were just Chris and I were just in Minneapolis. Downtown Minneapolis is a disaster because, again, the anti-police left doesn't want to lock anybody up and doesn't want to hire enough police, and then they're shocked the crime goes up.
Well, what you're laying out there is something we'll see maybe on Tuesday night, and it won't just be in the places you mentioned. Maybe it's Milwaukee as well in those close races there in Wisconsin. Sir, thank you for your time. Newt Gingrich, 7 days to go. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you.
You bet.
Good with you.
Dana.